Hey everybody and welcome to the bullshit party. And in this one, we're gonna be reviewing the new podium vehicle in GTA Online. Oh, yay everybody, it's the Pegassi Toreador. And this was pretty much my genuine reaction when I saw this on the podium. And to give you a little bit of a background if you're not familiar, I reviewed this vehicle about a month ago when it first came out. So if you're looking to get an in-depth idea of what this vehicle is like, you might want to go watch that one instead. Because this video right here is gonna serve as a spiritual successor to that one, a second part if you will. And here we're gonna be determining if this one is gonna be worth it for you to get for free. Because it definitely wasn't worth for $3.6 million. I mean, spoiler alert. And if you're one of the people that are gonna watch this video before the first one, here's what you need to know about the Toreador. It's modeled after the real-life M1 mixed with a DeLorean, at least that's my opinion. It looks very striking and very beautiful, and this is how interactive the car is. Basically you can open both doors. I'd be complaining if it were any other vehicle, but just the doors are so massive and unique, I really like them. It has to be said that this vehicle is a part of the sports classic car category. And on top of that, it's a coupe, which means the driver and one passenger can be in it at the same time. And did I mention that it usually costs $3.6 million to buy? Insane, $3.6 million. And they're not even gonna kiss me before they f me. And I know I'm too trigger happy with the bleeper, but I can't help it. I f***ing love it. And as I'm cursing away like a sailor, this is what the interior looks like, and it's actually pretty nice. I really like the clear panels of this vehicle, both on the roof and on the sides. It makes it feel special and unique. And as far as answering the age-old question what type of drivetrain it has a rear-wheel drive. Which is good, because otherwise I'd have to f*** it and then kill it. I'm sorry, I promise this was the last one. And as I start making my way to Los Santos Customs, a lot of memories come back. And just to clarify, I haven't watched my original video because first off I'm not a weirdo, and second of all I wanted to have a sort of a fresh mind going into this one. That said, I remember being incredibly annoyed by the fact that you can't turn off the radical. Now listen, I appreciate machine gun turrets and free missiles as much as the next guy, but not being able to turn off the radical is incredibly distracting. It's one of those baffling decisions that I really don't understand why they just didn't give you a non-option when you chose the weapon you selected. So the missiles, the machine gun, and the boost come stock with this vehicle. And guess who forgot to charge their joystick? And by joystick, I mean, you know what? I promised I wasn't gonna do it anymore. One thing that I want to say about the stock version of the car is that it doesn't handle very well. It takes very wide corners, and I don't remember this being fixed with upgrading the performance. With that said, I wanted to address some comments I saw on the last video. That's not true, you're getting blocked. Next. Now that's just not true. Everybody knows I'm an incredible driver. I mean, just look at how I'm making the car move. And I originally had a Harvey Weinstein joke right here, but my better judgment prevailed and I removed it. But you can imagine what the joke was. And here we are finally in Los Santos Customs, but this time we're gonna do things a little bit differently. Since I already did a review about the performance of this car, I'm not gonna upgrade any of the performance options, so we're gonna get to customizing straight away. And as I'm customizing my vehicle and making my way down the list of customization options, here's another comment that I wanted to reply to. Huh, you know what, I can't argue with that one. And with that sad piece of reality out of the way, it's time to go back to the video at hand. And as you can see, even though this is a 2020 vehicle, the customization isn't gonna blow you away. I'm gonna repeat something that I remember saying in the first video. The customization here is very limited, and it's probably the most limited out of any car released in this DLC. Which really is a shame, because I think this vehicle had a lot of customization potential. And even though I don't like liveries, it's actually one of the better customization options for this vehicle, so I'm gonna choose a livery for it. I know, 2021, it's a crazy year. And speaking of things that are crazy, this is a statistic that I just got from my phone. And for those of you who can't read, I'm gonna read it for you. It says that over 90% of you are not subscribed to the channel. And yes, I do realize that the total doesn't add to 100%, but I guess somebody at YouTube can't count. At least, not properly. Why was I showing this message? Oh yeah, please subscribe to the channel. The more people subscribe, the better each video is gonna perform, which means I'll be able to make more and better content. And come on guys, 90% of you are not subscribed. That basically means that if I open my window right now and start shouting out of it, I'm gonna be able to reach the exact same amount of people who are not subscribed. What does that mean? I don't know. But bullshit, don't you live in the basement? You shut up, troll. And yes? What was I doing before this? Oh yeah, I was making a video about the vehicle. And as you can see, putting a window tint on it also tints the roof and the panels on the side. which is no bueno since in my opinion this is the best exterior feature of the vehicle. And in case you were curious, that was French. And the moment we've all been waiting for, time to respray the vehicle. And from the almost 5,000 people who voted, thank you by the way, 80% said they wanted me to make this vehicle red. I didn't however specify what type of red, so I'm gonna make the decision myself. And by the way, if you want to be a part of future polls, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I post them every Tuesday. And I have to say, red looks good on this one, especially with the livery we chose. And I can't believe I'm saying that. As for the secondary color, I wanted something that was gonna contrast the red. But the problem I was facing here is that I didn't go for custom wheels. So basically, just like with every other vehicle, if you don't go with custom wheels, you can't respray them. Which is incredibly stupid, but I voiced my complaint several times in the past, so I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. Suffice to say, the color that I chose was white. Or off-white. Diamond blue, aka white that costs almost $6,000 more. And as for the trim color, I was really excited for this one. Since you're able to see through most of the panels of this vehicle, it's really important to choose a color that you like. No, we didn't choose the pink one, but we went with one just as stupid. And with that final customization out of the way, it's time to get out of Los Santos Customs and get this one in the water. And as we do with every video in this series, let me know what you guys think of this vehicle. How would you rate it between 1 and 10? I mean a baseball and a potato. And since we didn't upgrade any of the performance options, the vehicle feels and acts the exact same, except for the spoiler of course. Suffice to say, when I did this last time, it didn't blow me away with its speed. The most special part of this vehicle is the fact that it has boost. And the boost is of course rechargeable, and if you have your mini-map, you can see it on the bottom left-hand side of it. And just because I was curious, after I posted my last video about the car, I went on a forum and saw the performance spreadsheet about it. And based on that spreadsheet, this should be the fastest vehicle in the game, which I'm sorry I'm not seeing. Of course, that's with using the boost, but still I'm not seeing it. And one more thing about this vehicle. If you thought that you could do time trials with it, well, think again. You're not able to do time trials with vehicles that can fly or can boost. And one thing I got criticized over, even though I mentioned it in the last video, is that I didn't really focus on the car's ability to find collectibles in the water. So yes, this vehicle can find collectibles in the water. It has a sonar system, it beeps when you stumble across a collectible, and it's basically an easy way to find them and make some extra cash. One other thing that I didn't mention that I didn't feel is important is that you can store this vehicle in the new submarine. And as you just saw, this vehicle has torpedoes. More specifically, it has unlimited amount of torpedoes, which is great. And by the way, the machine gun and the missiles are also unlimited. And probably the best thing that this vehicle has going for it is the ability to boost underwater. And speaking of underwater, I made a video a couple of months ago where I went underwater to discover hidden treasures and hidden things. Just artifacts and cool alien stuff, and you might want to watch it because it has like 2,000 or 3,000 views at this point. But as far as the Toreador is concerned, I stand by what I said a month ago. It's not worth $3.6 million regardless of the unlimited ammo and the boost. However, we're talking about a different animal here. We're talking about the Podium vehicle, which means you're getting it for free. So you are getting, with boost, one of the fastest vehicles in the game, unlimited missiles, unlimited machine gun, and unlimited torpedoes, and it can dive underwater. I'd say, if you're getting this from the Lucky Wheel, it's totally worth it. As a matter of fact, you need to spend something like $350,000 to fully upgrade it and customize it, which makes this an incredible value for what you're getting. So to the person who said that I'm always complaining, And with that, I think it's time to end this one. Thank you so much to everybody who watched. Hopefully you were at least a little bit entertained. And if that's the case, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. A lot more videos to come, a lot more bleeps to do, but all in good time. For now, this is gonna be the end of this one. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ooh, what does this button do?